Hello, boys and girls.
This guy's scaring me. Like, I scooch, like, just to get more comfortable, and he goes, like, push over, man. We have the whole couch.
Okay, so let's test this real quick. Can the mic go to everyone comfortably?
Can the mic go to everyone comfortably?
Hi.
Can't swear, Matt.
3, 2, 1.
I know.
Oh, you see the
world
brothers
is
of
something.
something. Yeah, for real. Okay, that should be the intro. So, hello, viewers and listeners. If you're just listening or actually watching the screen, who knows? People might just like it for background noise. And Miss Curtis.
Hey, Miss Curtis.
Miss Curtis and Mr. Hayward.
Oh, yeah.
Yep,
sure.
can't forget the goat. So today will be is our first podcast where we will be talking about the forgetting of history. We have a few topics to go off of, like historical context, consequences and prevention. We're passing it around for each topic. Causes of forgetting and modern parallels. And episode 1, as you see here, we will be talking about World War I compared to World War II, and if there's anything newer today. That would have been embarrassing if you missed that, Tyler. So, to start off, World War I, for example, began with the assassination of Sir Archduke Franz Ferdinand. He was the Austro-Hungarian heir, and he was assassinated by Gavrilo Princip. So there was a whole plan. There was around 6 guys trying to assassinate the guy where they all messed up.
Yeah, they kind of
And
I'm not gonna lie.
can they hear you when you're talking?
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
Okay.
very faintly.
So yeah, what happened was Gavrilo just got really lucky because Archduke Franz Ferdinand, great band.
I was just gonna say great band. That up, man. They're a great band.
Take me out. Okay.
To the ball game.
That's not Franz Ferdinand.
What is this guy talking about? Okay, so, yeah, he got really lucky because Franz Ferdinand was a great guy. He felt bad for the people that were injured during the attempt, and he was on his way to the hospital, where his driver turned the wrong corner, car stalled, and Gavrilo stepped forward and shot him and his wife, killing both of them.
In one shot, right?
No, it was multiple shots, I think, because they killed Franz Ferdinand and they murdered his wife and their baby because she was pregnant.
Oh, right.
So they had an heir, like another heir coming.
Yeah,
But
both heirs died.
yeah, both heirs to the family died. They had more kids, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they had like 2, right?
Yeah, they had 2 other ones that were already
They weren't
born.
with them at the time, though,
But
No.
it was just a wife and husband on this trip to, yeah. And what happened after that? It was Austria was really upset about it, correct?
Yeah.
well, rightfully so.
I mean,
Yeah.
Their heir just got murdered.
Are we passing it around now? Like,
No, just Matt's on his phone. Like, I don't know what he's doing.
yeah, you're supposed to.
Since when was their phones in podcasts?
Yeah, sorry, he's a rookie, guys.
Sorry, yeah, I was checking the scores.
Is this the one we're showing the class?
Yes.
Okay, and next I got the alliances. So eventually, the war in Europe divided into 2 major armed camps. I wrote down. So there was the Triple Alliance, and you would think alliance would mean the good guys.
Yeah.
That might sound controversial, but you know what I mean.
Well, in
Like,
certain parts of the world, they would be seen as good guys. Not for us, though.
no, for us they were kind of the enemies.
The good guys.
Yes. But however you see it, if that's your part of the family, that's cool. Yeah.
Like Michael Wood.
Yeah, like McWoo. So,
Shout out Michael Wood.
okay.
No, actually, I don't know that, but.
We're bringing him in as a special guest.
Yeah.
He hates me now.
So the Triple Alliance consisted of Germany, Austria, Hungary, because back then they were all one country. Because Gavrilo Princip did what he did because he wanted to be not a part of that empire anymore because they were like apparently it was super messed up. And Italy. So Germany, Austria, Hungary, and Italy were the three. And then they had the Triple Entente, which was France, Great Britain, and Russia. And yeah, right. Somebody shut that kid up. These alliances were made in case one country would be like attacked, and others would be there for backup. So Germany had Austria's back because where was Franz Ferdinand assassinated again?
I was gonna say a theater. That was Abraham Lincoln.
That was Jungle Spoof, not Gavin.
That is so bad. We're gonna fact check this. We could probably just edit this part out.
No, we can keep it in.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what am I searching up?
Where was Franz Ferdinand assassinated?
This is like the Joe Rogan podcast when he asked Jamie, "Yo, Jamie, pull this up." You guys know what I mean?
No.
I don't watch Joe Rogan.
Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Oh, Bosnia.
Yep.
So Bosnia and Herzegovina, or sorry if I botched that. Any Bosnia viewers out there?
The one Bosnia viewer that we might have.
We might be lucky to get one viewer. Miss Curtis, Adam Hayward might watch it.
Imagine we post this and it somehow goes like viral for no reason.
That'd be tough. We would have to continue.
We'd have to.
I mean, I think we're continuing regardless, no?
Sure.
No, but after the 8 episodes we already have, we
Oh.
might have to continue. So, excuse me. But yeah, so back, I believe in the 1800s, Germany had this plan called, what was the Lebensraum, right?
Lebensraum.
Yeah, because it translates to living space, where Germany wanted to extend the border of Germany into France and take over, like, to have more room. But the plan, as our history teacher, shout out Mr. Matheson, said, they put it inside a drawer somewhere and left it there for 30 years. Plan in their back pocket for 3 decades. And then for World War I, after Hungary went to war with Bosnia and
Bosnia and Herzegovina. It was the same at the time.
yeah,
I think it still
It
is the same.
still is the same.
think it still is,
It's
yeah.
still one country.
shout out. So yeah,
One viewer.
that one viewer. So there was that, and Germany said they had their backs, but as soon as the war started, if I'm not mistaken, they immediately went to war with France
Yeah.
to initiate the plan, and it backfired completely.
Yeah, they didn't. They tried to avoid a two-front war with Russia and France.
Yeah.
And then they ended up
Being sandwiched.
having a two-front war because they were kind of.
Yeah, they thought Russia would have been
No, it was France. They thought France would be easy.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. But they thought Russia would have taken longer to get there. I think.
Yeah, France always gets the short end of the stick in any war.
Any war, they're always
Yeah.
being attacked. Like
Yeah.
World War II, like, oh my gosh, it was like half and half, right? Like they divided the country
Yeah.
because there was like the Germany side of France, and then there was France. Okay, we're getting off topic here.
It's still topic. It's still.
I guess like we're talking about it. You know, we're educating you guys.
However long the episode is however long the episode is.
Yes, exactly. Miss Curtis.
Whoa.
Um,
No attack our one viewer.
there's no hate. I didn't mean it in a mean way. I'm just saying I would love to make an episode that was like an hour, but we're on a strict time budget here.
No, we're not. She
Okay.
said we can just have like just parts for our presentation and for our presentation for PowerPoint and our presentation to like the public. She said we'll just have that short.
We'll make it
Okay.
our, like extended cut.
The director's cut.
Yeah, director's cut.
Director's cut. Okay. So after that, we had there was another category called militarism, where European nations engaged in an arms race, drastically increasing military strength and developing detailed mobilization plans, particularly the competition between British and German navies. So at the time, I'm pretty sure Britain was still empress of
Yeah.
the seas, right? Like they were
Yeah.
still the goats.
The goats is
Rest in peace, my Emperor Napoleon.
favorite guy over here. Oh my god, #1 Napoleon Glazer.
Short king.
As a Frenchie and the same height as Napoleon, of course.
What was his height again? Like 5'2"?
He was a little taller than that, wasn't
Yeah, he was 5'6".
he? Yeah.
Shut your mouth.
My bad.
And next I have is imperialism. So competition for colonies, resources, and markets in Africa and Asia increased rivalries, particularly. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. Particularly between France, Britain, and a growing Germany. So Germany was growing fast, I believe, at the time.
I wonder why.
We'll get into it.
Are you talking about one or two?
Both.
Yeah, we'll be getting into it soon. I'm just gonna list these and then we'll finish up talking about it. Nationalism, intense patriotism, and the desire for self-determination created instability, notably in the Balkans, known as the power keg of Europe. Where Slavic nationalist groups sought to break away from the Austro-Hungarian Empire. If I'm not mistaken, that's where Gavrilo Princip was from, right?
I think so, yeah.
Pretty sure if that.
Backhand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all I have so far. Do you guys want to touch upon any of that?
I mean, that was just World War One, right? I mean, obviously we still have to be like Hitler existed. You know what I
You
mean?
know, for World War II, imperialism, nationalism, militarism, it all fits into World
It was all the same thing for World War II, except the Triple Entente and Alliance switched around. Because I believe in World War II, the alliance was France, Britain, and Russia? I don't think it was Russia.
No, it was the States, wasn't it?
No, the States only joined in like 1942.
Yeah, but they still joined them, didn't they?
Yeah, but they joined after the bombing of Pearl Harbor.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
later in the war.
Yeah, they joined late.
Well, I
so
know they joined late, but
anyway, you get the point. And instead of Hungary this time, Austria-Hungary, it was Japan.
yes.
It was still Italy, Germany, but this time it was Japan.
And then Italy switched halfway through.
Italy got destroyed. That's why. Shout out the Italians. Great pizza.
Connor, aren't you Italian?
I tell you.
Jack-
You're Irish, right?
Jack Mouche is Italian.
Right. Yeah.
Shout out Jack.
We're just gonna give shout outs to everyone at this point.
Yeah, shout out to everybody that we're gonna talk about in this video. We'll get to when we get to you, right?
Okay, who's next?
Well, we got to talk about this for a bit, you know.
Oh,
World
my
War
bad.
II. So, what caused World War II? Historical context was
Hitler.
yes, Hitler. Is that okay to say on the podcast?
I don't know. I accidentally just went like this. I was like, maybe I should be that.
Yeah, maybe don't glaze this guy. He's an ultimate glazer, by the way.
No.
So,
Does she even know what glazing means?
Miss Curtis,
Yeah.
she's like 25.
Well, she might know.
She should know. You should know, Miss Curtis.
Yeah.
This is a school project, by the way, chat. If nobody picked up on that so far.
We are not live. I can go live.
No. Caden Buggy and Mick Wu joined the chat. Shout out Caden Buggy. So yeah.
It will be not Kate and Buggy and Big Boo. It will be Splatoon people.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, so World War II began with Hitler slowly rising the ranks and then eventually became the dictator for Germany.
Artist.
He was, well, not good enough, apparently, if he got rejected twice.
He also fought in World War I.
Yes, he was a messenger in World War I.
Got some rewards, like medals and stuff.
Yeah, he did, and he was injured a few times, if I'm not mistaken. So that was, you know, I'm not going to say anything because he still was a pretty bad man.
He had experience in war before and started making his own war.
Yeah, exactly. He knew his way around. That sounds bad.
I mean, you're not wrong though.
Okay,
Like,
you know what I mean, guys.
it's just our historical context.
Yeah, exactly. We're just going through it, you know, slowly. So, then he eventually made the Nazi Party.
He didn't make it. Well, sort of. It was already kind of a thing beforehand. He joined it and then turned it into
That's
what
true,
it's
eh?
known as today.
Yeah.
He joined it and ruined.
You can say it. It's an educational podcast.
That's true. Nazis are a big no-no, guys.
Yeah.
Don't be- don't be-
Educational podcast. Nazis, no.
Nazis, no. If you're a neo-Nazi,
Not shout out.
no shout out. Sorry. Don't hurt me. So World War II. What else can we touch up on? You know, he eventually did expand into the Rhineland for France.
Yeah.
Because after World War One, we didn't talk about this, but they had to sign a treaty,
Treaty of Versailles.
the Treaty of Versailles. Yes, and they pretty much got a lot smaller after World War One. Like the Rhineland, they weren't allowed in the Rhineland. Their army had to be like 100,000 people, and Hitler got away with a lot of stuff at the start of the war, right?
Yeah, he invaded
Like he invaded Czech.
Yeah.
What was it first? Poland, Czechia.
No, it was Czechia before.
There's
Yeah.
Czechia, then
It was Czechia, Slovakia, because they were one country back then,
Yeah.
I believe. And yeah, whoever was in control of Britain kind of just let it happen.
And whoever was in control of those countries also just let it happen.
Wouldn't it have been
Yeah.
Winston Churchill?
No, it was before Winston Churchill.
This was before him.
Yeah, Churchill
Yep.
joined halfway through.
Yeah, you're right.
Shout out Winston Churchill.
Shout out Winston Churchill ancestors.
Yes, if you're related to Winston Churchill,
Hit us up.
you won't be watching us.
Hit us up. Podcast collab.
Mr. Cameron would love the shout out to Mr. Winston Churchill because he loves Winston Churchill.
Shout out Brett Cameron.
Exactly. This is the most awkward thing ever. It's like we're just here. This dude's laying back. Pulled out.
Bro's throwing off the tummy too.
He is, but I think the napkin box is censoring it. Look at it. Look at it. It's his own censor bar.
Delete censor bar.
Okay.
You can still see it. It's not.
I'm trying to help them. So, yeah, the Rhineland, and it was Czechoslovakia, and then
A blur box over it. Sorry, I'm still.
okay, so and then they went to invade Poland, and Russia kind of helped with this because they wanted more space as well. So they kind of sandwiched Poland, took them out of the war, and then that's when Britain finally was like, okay, now we gotta do something, right?
Yeah. That's kind of crazy that Russia wanted more space.
They're
already
the biggest country.
Country,
If
yeah.
you're Russian, please, I hope you guys aren't greedy anymore.
Yeah.
Because you guys already have the most land. I know it's like,
What do you mean? I hope you're not greedy anymore. There's a war going on with Ukraine right now. Of them trying to get more land.
well, I'm trying to be nice, man. Like, obviously, not all Russians are trying to take over Ukraine.
Well, I know that, but I mean, like, the country, like the leadership.
Yeah, okay. I know what you mean, though.
Don't bomb
And
us.
please,
Crazy.
please don't bomb us.
That's also crazy.
Well, it's true. Do you want to be bombed? We're just making an educational video here, guys. Don't hurt us.
These are just the facts.
These are just. I wouldn't say that. Don't hurt us. So, and then, yeah, they all stepped in, and I think I'm going to stop for now and pass it around because I think you guys, we should start talking. So, I'm going to pass it to my boy, Connor.
Connor's next.
Yes, sir.
No applause for Connor. Standing ovation.
You don't need this.
Sit down.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hide the legs. You need to wear pants to something professional like this. We all know that.
I wanna
We got,
move yours.
we got Mr. Basketball over here.
Oh yeah. All right.
Ace. Sorry.
So I'm going to be talking a little bit about the consequences and prevention of both World War I and World War II. One of the things that's most well known about both of the world wars is that there was quite a high death count for both of them. If I'm not mistaken, World War II has the highest death count out of any war that's recorded. And World War I, it must be up there too, wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
It's like third.
Third, yeah. I know they're both up there. Two is I know it has the highest count. But yeah, World War I is a really high one too.
Could get Jamie to run the stats.
Get Jamie to run the stats. Yeah, just like the Joe Rogan,
Joe Rogan
podcast.
podcast.
Yeah, so both of them, they have a really high death count, which obviously, that's not good. They both affected a lot of the world, especially in Europe. A lot of countries there were really affected by it. A bunch of major empires, again, especially in Europe, collapsed. Like the German Empire, that was just eviscerated in World War I. They were
Big word there, guys.
eviscerated.
Eviscerated. Can you spell? Can you spell that?
Vocab word of the day.
EV.
Eviscerated.
EVICERATED.
And we don't know if that's right. Well, we will figure
We
it out.
don't know.
Maybe.
We'll get we'll
We'll
fact
get
check
Jamie
it.
to run the stats here.
Yeah, we'll fact check it at the end of the podcast.
There you go.
Vocab word of the day.
So, yeah, some of the major empires I felt, Germany was one of them. Like they were talking about earlier, the Treaty of Versailles really just put them in their place, I guess.
Put them in their place.
Put them in their
is
place.
Crazy.
For 20 years only.
Yeah, they really took away a lot of their rights and, just really tried to shut them down big time. And that's what eventually led Hitler to do a lot of the stuff that he did because he didn't like how they were treating Germany after the First World War. So yeah, the German Empire, that's one of the big ones that collapsed. The Austro-Hungarian one, that's another one because they split. Was it right after the war, or was it soon after the war?
I think it was soon after.
I think it was soon after.
Yeah, because Austria-Hungary, that used to be one country, right? And then they split soon after partly because of the war anyway. The Ottoman and Russian empires, the Ottoman was gone. The Russian still, I don't know, you can still see it as a thing today, I guess, but it's not nearly as big as it was. And again, it's due to these wars, right, and everyone being affected by it. I already touched on the death count. World War II, the death count, what was it? 65 to 80 million people.
God damn.
Yeah, in the Second World War. In the first one, it was about 20 million.
It's
And
like Bereshi times 20.
yeah, it's crazy stuff. And there's certain battles that you can talk about too in both of them. Some of them are known to be super deadly, and some of them are a little less known.
I got the fact right here for
Oh, do you? Let's hear the facts.
So, they split up pretty much in October and November, right after the war.
Okay. Yeah, so right after the First World War, the Austro-Hungarian Empire split.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, right after the First World War.
Yeah. Well, I
Or
think
right before.
they were I know the First World War ended, what was it, the 11th?
Yeah, November. That's at October. So it was right before the end.
October and November. So they were probably in the midst of separating
Yeah,
before the war ended.
that makes sense. Yeah. I don't know. Why do I have the Cold War on this?
What's your topic?
Well, I put World War I and II. Maybe I was doing the modern parallels.
Maybe you accidentally did, yeah.
Yeah.
That is
Cold
a
War, guys. That's another one.
Cold War. Well, we could talk about it.
I have modern parallels, so I'll touch on that later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all separated it into categories for us.
Yeah. But like I said, the major consequences of the wars was really the death count. A lot of people were really hurt. Cities were damaged, destroyed.
This guy's sleeping. He's over here like.
He's knocked out.
He's up next. We'll pass
Yeah,
it.
he's
up next.
Don't let him touch my stuff, by the way, because he's been blowing his nose for like the past 10 minutes.
Hey, remove the sensor just for that. Just for that. Let them see the stomach.
Shout out Matt for coming by, even though he's sick.
Yeah.
W Matt.
Continue.
Good old round of applause.
You guys better to like.
He also drove both of them.
He did.
Yes.
He did.
He was very kind to drive 10 minutes out of his way to get this guy, and then 20 minutes out of his way to get me. So.
This is why we'll let him take it easy for the first episode. He's a good man.
He'll have a nap.
Yeah. Well, we could even get into the Nuremberg trials and stuff.
Good.
The Nuremberg trials, I don't know if you heard about it before, but it's basically the trial. It was the trying of the Nazis after after the Second World War.
It was the bigger, the higher up Nazis, right?
Yeah, it was mostly the SS and all that were tried. It went on for years. Some of them even fled. I heard a lot of them.
South America, right?
Well, yeah, it was South America. A lot of them fled there, and some of them were caught. Some of them weren't.
I think it was almost 50% were caught. I think it was almost exact.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and yeah, some of them fled the continent, which is that's pretty nuts.
Jamie, pull up the stats again.
I'm pulling up the stats.
My phone's dead. I can't do it.
I also got to talk about prevention a little bit. So one of the main ways to prevent stuff like this from happening again is just to keep talking about it. Because if we forget it, stuff like this is going to keep going on and it's going to happen.
So, there was 199 defendants of the Nazi Party tried at Nuremberg, involving 24 top Nazi leaders. 21 were present, 1 in absentia, and 2 were not tried, followed by 12 subsequent U.S. trials that prosecuted 185 additional doctors, judges, and military officials. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And only 12 were executed, I believe, or 37. 37 was
were executed.
37 got the death penalty.
There you are, a little stats update.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jamie.
We'll start calling you Jamie now.
That's your new nickname.
Let's go!
So like I was saying, one of the main preventions is just to keep talking about it, because if we forget, we stop talking about it, then stuff like this is just going to repeat itself, and which we obviously do not want.
And that's also why we're doing this podcast, because the podcast is for...
This podcast is to help our future generations smarten up.
And also...
Why can't we all live in peace?
Yeah. And then for people nowadays, the older folk, to actually know about this stuff, to actually, sorry, hold on. Memory decay, when you don't talk about something often, or you don't remember about it, you'll forget it. And the people that are older, they don't talk about this stuff as much. So this is just to keep your memory jogging, so it won't ever be gone from you.
I think that's why my French is so bad.
That's exactly why you lose languages. Like, if you stop using a language, you're gonna forget it. If you stop using something, you're gonna forget it. That's why people are required to take history classes or math classes or something like that until they get older.
Spot on. All right, a little more of the prevention. I'm gonna try and get through this a little bit, because I think we're not running out of time here, but we're really racking up time.
We're at 29 minutes.
Yeah, we should.
What? Only halfway.
There you go. I'll try and wrap up my section there a little quicker. So yeah, one of the main preventions is just not forgetting, like we were saying. Another one is mediation and negotiation. That's another one. So mediating.
Put the mic closer to your...
Oh, is it not reading me now?
Well, it is, but it's just
Okay.
quiet.
Put it right up like this. So talk about it.
What? Okay.
Awesome. Yeah, so mediation is taking basically both parties involved in whatever situation it might be, in this case war, and having a third, like a middleman in the middle, helping them resolve what's going on. And negotiation, usually there's not a mediator in that, it's just the two parties that get together, talk, and figure things out.
Facts.
That's it for me. I don't know who wants
Matt,
to...
do you want to read yours, or do you want one of us to read yours?
I'll read it.
Good man, Matt.
Okay, Jaden, you hold the stuff. I don't want Matt touching it. Unironically, I don't want Matt touching it.
I'm gonna have to hold the microphone for him.
He's sick like that. I don't want it.
That's fair. Well, I'll get sick, but recording the next 2 episodes after this.
Okay. Here's...
Get this man an
You just want to read yours?
I mean, you can if you want.
I'll just read Matt's.
Yeah, you could read the
Matt wrote
next
this
episode.
stuff down. It is Matt's stuff, but he's sick, and I really don't want to touch my stuff.
That's
So,
so Miss Curtis, don't deduct Matt's points because he's sick.
it's my fault. I don't want to touch my stuff. Because this is my mic and laptop.
He's a big crybaby.
It's not. Yes.
I'm actually gonna snag some of your popcorn.
Yeah, go for it. That's what it's here for. So causes of forgetting. Every single episode we have causes of forgetting. Every single episode we have the same 4 main topics. You just spelled all down the front of yourself. Of causes of forgetting, modern parallels.
Just lay down.
The causes of forgetting, modern parallels, consequences of prevention, and historical context. So this one's Matt's. It's causes of forgetting. Every single one for causes of forgetting has 5 separate ones that are going to be for every single episode. But then also the topic-specific ones. So for this one of the main causes that people forget World War I is because it's overshadowed by World War II. And that's definitely prevalent when we were talking about historical context. And I thought we were only talking about World War II for a second, and then Jane didn't mention Hitler. So I was like, what are we talking about? And then I realized, oh yeah.
Why are you blaming me?
No, I'm blaming myself.
I was getting there.
I know you were. I was blaming myself.
Hold me back.
And this is why we can't have world peace.
It's because basketball guy thinks he can take everybody on.
And that's not true.
Guys, I'm
Germany.
Get me out of here.
This is Switzerland.
No, lack of narrative means that unlike World War II, World War One is often viewed as being complex. So again, World War II has like the classic storytelling one of like the main character, or like the main person doing the bad stuff, or the main person doing the good stuff, or whatever. Like you have Winston Churchill and you have Hitler. Oh yeah, main character syndrome, as Jamie just said.
My name's close enough to Jamie. Might as well just rearrange.
Yeah, we're just gonna call him Jamie now. Yeah, Matt's having a nice little snooze over there. I'll let him have it.
Just taking my room.
Yeah.
His living space.
And World War One isn't talked about as much because of the technical limitation. So there's a lot more footage and stuff about World War Two because, well, people have lived through a World War first.
But it was also like in World War II. There's more footage from World War II probably because technology for sure advanced a lot.
Yes.
And I think World War One personally is overshadowed by World War II because World War II is way worse than World War One.
Yeah.
You know, there was
in
more
terms
deaths.
of death counts. And
Death count, it was worse. Countries were being invaded and put under, you know, Nazi control. So like, I think that's why people talk about World War II more because it was still bad. They're both bad, like wars, but World War II takes the, you know, the trophy this time.
Just to touch on that a little bit, another thing that I find is that there's a lot more footage and photos and stuff from World War II because it's closer to our time now. So that's another reason, right? There's just more stuff that you can see today from World War II than World War One.
Closer to our time, 80 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, 80 years compared to what? 100? Not 100. 100 years. Like, pretty big difference.
Excuse you, sir.
I'm moving the couch. Be quiet, Jamie. To summarize, these wars are moving from living memory to abstract history. That sounds very AI generated. But
Use ChatGPT.
that's not mine. It's Matt's. He knows it. He knows it. No, I'm on Matt's dad.
What is that, guys? A
Major
major deduction.
deduction.
Shout out to
Shout out Antonio Savard. Another cause of forgetting is that veterans who served in these wars are unfortunately not here with us anymore, and some have never told their stories, which means these stories are fading in time. This is very true. I have a lot of relatives that were in World War One, and I spent a lot of time going through their old war files and stuff to actually try and figure out an actual story to these people. And even then, it was hard to put a story to the people with all the documentation that we had. But World War II was not very easy, obviously, but like it was easier because the people that are alive, there's probably got to be like 2, 3, or 4 people still alive from World War II, right?
I'm sure there's a few, but it's gotta be dwindling.
Oh, it's gotta be, yeah.
There's for sure a lot of people, I would say, because there was a solar eclipse 2 years ago here where we live, and I was told at my old school there was a guy in a wheelchair who was 106 years old watching the solar eclipse.
That's pretty nuts.
That means he's seen 3 solar eclipses throughout his lifetime.
We have seen one.
1.
One full. I've seen, I think,
Well, that's what I mean, like he's seen 3 full ones.
yeah. And
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I've seen a partial one. I think I've seen 2 partial ones.
Yeah. Could I just, whenever you're done, can I touch upon something?
Yeah. Yeah, we can go straight to that.
So, I want to talk about, I'll give a shout out to Mr. Savage when he gets back to me.
When he gets back.
Cause he was gonna research some stuff for me, but
he was too busy and he's never gotten back to me yet. Well, he was doing drama at the time. Noises off. Shout out Noises off. CM Productions. That's he wishes. So yeah, my grandmother was adopted at the age of 6 years old. So I have no idea who my biological family is. So it's kind of hard like finding like stuff about my family, but from the adopted side, I have a few family members that were in like World War II that I know of, and I had a great uncle, my grandmother's brother, who was a peacekeeper, I believe, in Greece during the Vietnam War, I believe, or the Cold War, I think it was. It was one of the wars back in like the 70s. Might have been Vietnam.
Why are you asking us like we would know?
Well, I don't know. You guys took more history classes than me.
We're
I took.
probably at like 40 minutes.
We are at 39.
Yeah, that was pretty spot on. We gotta like.
It literally just hit 39.
Calm down. So, director's cut. Exactly. Connor, calm down. So, yeah, that's all I want to say though, honestly. So, I don't know many of my family that was in war yet. Get back to me.
And I know quite a bit. Yeah, get back to Jane or Jamie, one of the two. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon Savage. G. No, my dad actually bullied Brandon back in when they were both in high school.
Of course, Mr. Beast would.
Mr. Anyways, my dad is not Mr. Beast. Don't ask for money. I am broke.
He works at McDonald's.
Not anymore.
He was broke, now he's broker.
I work for a boat touring company. Thank you.
Not yet.
I got the job.
When did you work yet?
No, I work next month.
Exactly. Continue.
I will be working at a boat touring company.
Connor's like, just start. Please.
Now having history. So this is the start of the 5 that are going to be in every episode. So I won't touch on it too much in this episode because they're going to be the other episodes, and we're at 40 minutes almost. Not having history class be mandatory in high school until graduation around the world is another cause of forgetting. History classes are prioritized young while kids don't fully understand. So it's good to have it while they're young so they can have it ingrained in their memories. But also when you get a little bit older, that sounds so bad.
Put in the info in their head.
But when they get older, it's more important because they can actually understand the weight of things like Hitler and
Don't start moaning,
other
please.
things.
Did you hear that? I heard that. He was like... He doesn't have his coffee with him.
I make you a coffee. Yeah.
After the episode's over.
I actually can. History classes are more important when they're older because they have an easier time remembering what was taught and realize the importance. And have history classes be focused on what the signs were that led to great tragedies. So most of the time we just talk about the aftermath, but we don't really talk about the leading up to it. And that's the stuff that can be prevented. Like if we knew about, like, for example, Hitler's camps. Well, that's something that happened again with indigenous peoples as well, where they had something that didn't look too bad, like a camp or a school.
You mean the residential schools?
Yes. Let me finish.
Just say that, bro.
The residential schools. But like they had something that didn't look too bad. Like it didn't look harmless at first, but it was targeted to a specific group of people. But then they made it so it got worse and worse. Yes, it is genocide, but I'm saying like this, the steps.
I'm saying it's not wrong. I'm just saying.
Anyway, basically residential schools, they had the schools be what?
This is straight.
Shut up. Basically residential schools, they were normal schools, and then they were trade schools, and then they eventually went to residential schools. And then the camps were camps for a specific group of people to keep them safe, as Hitler said at first. And then they ended up being camps that we know of today that were from World War II. So, that was Matt's. Now we're on to mine.
Say your name.
Tyler Richard.
Tyler William Richard.
Tyler William Richard.
Tyler Billy Richard, yeah.
William is after my ancestors that fought in the war.
Fun fact.
Fun fact.
Farmers, bro.
We had a lot of Williams in our family.
William Wallace.
Yep, that's the one. No, it's not.
William Wallace? He's like a Scottish warrior.
Did you know that?
You seen Braveheart?
No.
You guys didn't you don't know that?
No, I don't.
He doesn't know any movies. Is this a movie?
What?
Is this from a movie?
Yeah, it's Braveheart.
See, he won't know that. Do you know Saving Private Ryan?
I do know Saving Private
Watch
Ryan.
it.
So I did Modern Parallels. I wanted to watch it, but I couldn't. It's not. It has been on anything that.
I heard it's good. I've never seen it, but
So you can't make fun of me then.
You can't make fun of him.
but I can make fun
Wait
of
a
him
minute, I
because
haven't-
I asked him.
Oh.
Hey, you watch this? What?
Hey, have you watched The Perks of Being a Wallflower?
You watch 500 Days of Summer? Did you watch Beverly Hills Cop 1, 2, or 3? What?
Okay, so I did Modern Parallels.
I could tell them about the horror movie we watched in theaters last summer.
No, we're good. Okay, so we did the I did no, I didn't do this. I wrote about the Russian and Ukraine war. That's a modern parallel. Basically, people want land.
That's a good way of putting it.
Basically, that's how it started. People thought people wanted land because beforehand they
Yeah, people just say you're part of Germany, bro.
his words, not mine.
Don't bomb us. It was a joke.
Anyways, basically, like we talked about with the Rhineland, the land was rightfully theirs beforehand, and that's how it kind of starts. Modern parallels, well, innovation, economic drought, and territorial disputes on the rise. Basically, as we can see with the new technology when it comes to nuclear weapons, that's
Emphasis on nuclear weapons.
don't bomb us. There's
Duck
been
and cover. All the people from the 50s will know what I'm talking about.
yeah, shout out anyone from the 50s watching this right now. Anyway, innovation of nuclear weapons and economic drought with Canada, the States, all that jazz. I'm trying to get through this. Many alliance systems where challenging one country can lead to others being dragged in. With NATO, the Russia-China strategic alignment, the U.S., Japan, South Korea operation in East Asia, the Middle East security alignments, which is Iran versus Israel-backed coalitions. Basically, Trump hates NATO, but he also wants NATO to protect him. That's something with alliance systems. And,
His words, not ours, Trump. So if you bomb my house, just say.
I mean, it's just what was said online. I could be misinformed. I'm probably not. Rising power versus established power. So Germany rise versus Britain in world wars, and China rise versus the U.S. right now. That's a modern parallel. China's going against the States. At least at the time of writing this, I don't know about that anymore. I wrote this quite a bit ago. Versus the established power of U.S. And then in the World Wars, Britain was the big established power, and Germany started to rise, and he got greedy, and yeah. And that's, again, kind of the U.S. is also, like, the U.S. is an established power, but it's also a rising power at the same time. Like, am I fair to say that?
I think so.
Say
Oh,
what again?
shit.
Yeah, I did. The U.S. is a rising power, but also an established power. I think that's fair to say, right?
Yeah.
So, like, the U.S. trying to take Britain and Germany and stuff like that, that's kind of the same thing of rising power getting greedy. Overconfidence in short wars with NATO and the Russian escalation. Regional war spreading unpredictably with the potential Taiwanese conflict at the time of writing this. I don't think that actually went through, though, did it?
With Taiwan.
Yeah.
I never heard anything further.
Yeah, I don't think it went through with it, but there was one. Where is it? Sudan.
Yeah, I don't think Sudan is going against Taiwan though. Sudan's a civil war.
No, I mean like Civil War, the Sudan Civil War. That is one, right? Yeah. So like, there's regional wars spreading all over the place, and that's what's happening right now, which can lead to bigger parties getting involved because of alliance systems like NATO, and same with Russia and stuff. I have one last point here, and then we can end it. Cause
I want to add something, if I'm not mistaken. So another parallel would probably be like World War II and like Greenland with Trump, right?
that's true.
Because like he's trying to invade countries. Like, yeah, I don't want to get hurt here, but it's just facts. So, like Hitler invaded Poland, Czechoslovakia, and all the countries, and Trump's trying to do the same with Canada, making it the 51st state, and he's trying to invade
Mexico.
Greenland. What?
Mexico too.
Mexico too?
Yeah, with the Gulf of Mexico changing into the Gulf of the States, stuff like
It's still the Gulf of Mexico. God damn it! Like,
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying trying.
well, they changed it, but like nobody says that. Like everybody still says the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, Trump. He's also not like he's made remarks about it and jokes about it, but he's never actually acted on it. You know, he's just said it, and you know Trump. He likes to run his mouth on Twitter and stuff. But I mean, at least he's never.
I saw a clip one time where it was like him in like a room full of like 12 other people, and the second they were waiting, and he was like, post it on Twitter, and then he was like saying the words, and his assistant was like typing it in, and he was like, yeah, it's good to post, and then they posted it. Like what the heck? Okay.
The post just last week that was pretty nuts. I don't know if you guys saw it.
I did not.
With him as God.
He's God.
Did you not see that post he made on Twitter?
Did not.
No.
Let me check.
He made a post on Twitter of him healing the sick, and there was a halo above him, so he's like emphasizing that he was God or something.
Yeah, he's also like getting tweets from the White House that are saying like they're like taking Nintendo IPs and being like using them against them, being like we're gonna bomb this country or something like that. It was like with Venezuela.
Really?
They used
Shout out Caleb Valenzuela.
yeah, shout out Caleb Valenzuela.
He's from the Philippines.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, but Valenzuela, close enough.
That's true.
Anyway, they used a Nintendo IP. I can't remember if it was Animal Crossing or their new Pokemon game.
Just search up Donald Trump. It'll probably be there.
Yeah,
But
I'm on
I'll
it.
take the mic. Yeah, so they did that, and they like had footage of like the game Poketopia or Animal Crossing, and was like, "This is the bombing," or something like that. As they showed a video of them bombing Venezuela and stuff like that. While Jamie's getting the stats up, I'm gonna talk about the last one. Appeasement debates with the Munich Agreement, and I think we found it.
I saw this. Yeah, should I go up and show the camera?
Go for it.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah. So, okay, where's the camera here?
Underneath.
Underneath. So, oh my gosh, it's such bad quality. But we have Trump here being like the faith healer. No shout out to Rasputin.
Yeah.
Screw that guy. Did not help Alexei. And yeah, it's just there's an American flag there. There's soldiers in the background in the sky with wings. Like what? Okay.
I'm not
And-
sure if the mic picked up any of that, but they'll see it. So.
You guys saw it.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about.
I tried to get it to pick up, but I'll fix it for the next episode because I just realized now I have it only at half volume. I'll have it at full volume next time. Last thing, appeasement debates with the Munich Agreement and debates on whether concessions to Russia encourage further aggression and how firmly to deter China from Taiwan. So basically, people are trying to make agreements to make it so people don't invade countries and kill people. That's the basics of it. Yeah. I think that's episode 1 done unless we got any more points. Matt, you got a point to make? He just wants the coffee.
Yeah. How can I end this off?
Jamie will end us off.
Yes.
Jaden.
Yes, I'm not actually Jamie. I just like holding the mic. It's so
It's so professional.
Yes, exactly.
Makes me feel important.
Yeah. If there's any of you ever a nuclear war, remember Bert the Turtle. That's what I want to say. Duck and cover. So, how should we end this off? And cover. It's
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, that's what I was singing earlier.
Sure.
so. Okay, let me pull up the lyrics. I think it's just duck and cover, but I want to read the whole thing.
Where are the lyrics? Duck and cover, duck and cover, duck and cover.
Oh, wait.
I just remembered because I think we watched that.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, you watched it in Modern History with Mr. Matheson. Do you guys want to talk about something while I get it?
I feel like we covered all the bases.
War bad.
More bad.
War bad.
Uh,
Our next episode is on the American/French Revolution in comparison to the Sudan Civil War. So if you're interested in that, make sure to tune in for our next episode that we're going to be filming in probably 40 minutes or something like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So here it is, by the way. I'm on YouTube. It's the video.
Just play it.
This was made for World War II, wasn't it?
Yeah, this was after World War II. They played these in the high schools and stuff, like elementaries.
There was a turtle by the name of Bert, and the turtle was very alert. When danger threatened him, he never got
Are we?
he knew just what to do.
We're not trying to. Does it matter? And cover, duck, and cover.
See you guys next episode.